Hello, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the upcoming week. Also, just the energy at this exact moment. And so to start, subscribe because I will be posting frequently and you don't want to miss it. This is going to be my second reading here on YouTube ever. So I'm based on Facebook. I will have a link in the description. It's Ren Hope Rose. Also, you can email me to have your own personal reading. Um, so to start out, I'm going to tell you a little about myself. I'm a medium, so I connect with your loved ones who've passed away. Also, I'm a psychic. Now, I don't normally use tarot for my readings. I don't need to. I can go into you and your partner and all of it. I don't need the tarot, but I know that it's a great representation to show exactly what I'm thinking, and it comes right out into the paper. So, just to start, while I'm shuffling here for you, I'm going to listen to what Spirit wants to say. So, starting out, I hear that you have a lot going for you, like a lot, a lot, a lot. You're on a very steady track, which is really good. And plus, it's so the Taurus energy, they get on that real steady track. And I mean, sometimes they can have a hard time getting off the track, but if it's steady in the right direction, it's brilliant. It's a mind that is unstoppable, right? It just keeps going and trying to further itself. So don't stop that. There is an energy of making sure that you know, slow down and take the time for yourself. So if you're working on a project that you've been working on for a very long time, make sure that you take time to have fun, that it's not like all work, because if it's all work, then it becomes boring. I'm just hearing all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. But really, it does, because if you don't have the sense of self and, where you're going, or when I say where you're going, I mean in movement, like joy really comes from inside. It comes from the holy place. And I do go into movement because sometimes when we're stagnant, we're just like, and you just sit there. Or if you're just on the same thing, it can kind of get mundane. So making sure that you're having fun, like it's okay to work all the time, but it's also important to have fun. So whoever the Taurus is that I'm talking to, you've done really a lot of work, and it's definitely maybe some time to take a break. Now, I didn't say get off the train and do something new and stop what you're doing, but, maybe take some time for yourself to, go to the movies, go on a hike, go for a walk. Um, Taking the time to be with friends, because again, if it's all work, no play, make Johnny dull boy. So, yeah, that's pretty much the message. Make sure you're having some fun. Make sure you're taking time to have some fun, Taurus. I know you're busy and I know you're doing a lot and you're brilliant. And the mind inside, I'm getting chills. The mind inside that Taurus is brilliant, because when you get on that learning track, well, it's brilliant. It's a very diligent spirit energy. So I go to say good job, but again, take time to play. Have a little fun, Taurus. Get yourself in the groove of that body, not just in the hands and the work, into the body. Now, not too much into the body, obviously, where we overindulge and then there becomes, intimate situations, overly intimate situations, sexually. Okay. So Okay, first card that I'm pulling for you, and this makes a lot of sense, is the Tower. Now, I know when a lot of people see this card, you can get pretty nervous. This, to me, is saying, don't be afraid of the Tower. Don't be afraid of what might fall if you take a break. Nothing's falling because it's your business. If it's the Taurus that I'm talking to has their own business, it's already going. It's already like you've already made some of the things, you've already established so much. So don't be afraid of the Tower. Don't be afraid that, it's all going to fall down, because I don't see that. I see it staying up very high, very sturdy. When I see this, I think of the sturdiness of a judge, you know, and this is a very structured. See the squares in the structure? You've created the structure. You have the stability. It's the morning here. That was my son. So, and if you're wondering, this is right before school. It's Friday. Okay, so I thought I'd get this in here before I walked him to school. So this is something to, like, you can't be afraid of the Tower because you've already established such a structure. Like, this is such a structure that I can feel jealousy. I can feel people probably very jealous of the fact that you've created something pretty strong. So what does that say? That there's something there and that you can take time because you built it, and it's okay. And nothing's getting cut out. If you take time for yourself and you really do this, there is no cutting you out of the circle, leaving you behind, because you're in charge, because life is joyous for you right now. I mean, this feels like you built this thing. I know it's a horse, but this feels to me the energy of you built it so you can carry it through. But again, he feels like he's having fun and playing. See the movement? This, like I was saying, there needs to be movement. And in that movement is where we find joy. This feels like movement to me. This feels like getting out and moving and looking at the beauty of things and having fun. I mean, it's fun to ride a horse too. So don't be afraid of the Tower, because the universe is definitely on your side. All right. So now coming in, I want to into this part. Yeah, I'm going to pull 4 cards for this. So today's Friday. So I'm going to pull cards for Monday through till Sunday. Okay. We're going to pull 4 cards. So the first card will be, the first 2 days. The second card will be the next few days. So you'll split it up, the beginning to the end. I'll probably clarify. Okay. Hope everybody's well. What's coming the first week for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. That was my last one. What's the first thing for Taurus coming in the first of the week? Okay. So I'm going to find out if this is upside down or upright. So I hear it's not upside down. So what this is telling me, by especially what I was saying in the very beginning, you've built it. This is like what you've built. You have your thing. You don't need to worry. You've done it. So you've done this. You've built this throne. Now I do feel the energy like of it being upside down means get out, get off your chair, and go have some fun. But this is kind of saying the first beginning of the week is you've built it, sit on your throne, and you're going to see it. I think you're going to start seeing more of what you've done, the real king that you're becoming. And in seeing what you've built, then you can actually venture out because you're like, oh, okay, well, I've built it and now I can keep going. And he feels pretty happy. So if you've done all this to create all of this, sit on that throne and be like, yeah, I did it. I'm not afraid of the tower. I got my castle. I got my things going. And you can't take me off of that throne. That's what I feel for the first of the week, is that nothing will take you off that throne that you're on, but you're also going to really see how good you are. And I hope that for you. Okay, what's coming in the next week? Let's say Wednesday and Thursday. Yay. So, like I was saying, go out because you have all of it. Go out onto the horse and you're going to go out. I'm going to say you're going to go out and everyone's going to be like, woo-hoo, you did it. People are really seeing, this is what it seems to me, like you're up on this horse and you've really done it. And this might be some of the jealousy too. This is a lot of people looking at you about what you have. And you do seem to have a group with you. Yeah, and it's also saying like you have the horse. I heard it. You have the horse. Don't be afraid to get off the horse because this is yours. And see how you have this and they don't. Well, when you get off the horse, you still got this thing and they don't have that. And it's funny, I'm pulled to these little things and you having that, you spread knowledge and you spread things to help people grow. I tell you though, I'm feeling a little bit of jealousy. So people might be jealous of what you have. But what does that actually tell you? You have something. You have something and it's honored and you've taken a lot of time to cultivate this. So kudos to you. I hope you're really hearing this and knowing that you have it all. That seems to be the message, like you really noticing that you have it all. Like I'm going to hope that you know you have it all so you can kind of take some time for yourself. Okay, what's going to come for, let's say, Friday and so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hold on. Okay, so in this week, you're going to acknowledge really, really who you are. Is all of these are very powerful. Like that even feels like the Taurus energy. I don't even know if this is the Taurus card, but this reminds me of the Taurus. Even this. I just want to like sit in this card with you and just show you the beauty of you and what you've created. Hopefully Sunday's the play day because this seems like a lot like of you really acknowledging who you are. I just keep hearing brilliant. It's brilliant. Whoever I'm talking to, you, maybe, I mean, all Taurus. there's brilliance in you. And if some of you are struggling to believe that you have that mind, then some of you might need to go and continue to further your craft, or if you're feeling insecure, like you don't actually have the thing going, then you might need to go to school. If you're a younger Taurus, then you need to continue to further the mind, because the mind is what brings more fruit to you, because your mind goes, oh, I need to dig into the ground, and it figures out all the products that it needs to build the healthy tree. So if you're confused because your mind isn't able to function in certain ways, then you might need to do some more research. And this could be for the younger Tauruses, needing to make sure that you're, learning the lessons you're supposed to learn. And I mean it more like book smart. I don't know if I necessarily mean it relationship. Um, this feels a lot to do with the builder and the person who's had something for a very long time and it's really going for them already. Like, things are already fluctuating, money's already coming in, things are already going, and it's been going for a while. That's why I see it's time to relax and take some time for yourself, because you've worked pretty hard. So yeah, things are already coming in for that Taurus. So the end of the week on Sunday. So again, I got this. And my my first thing is to say is, like, this is where you've been building all of your things, right? And I feel like the universe, if you don't necessarily step out of this thing, it's gonna like burn to get you out. You know, they say, like, I'm gonna smoke you out so you come on out. The universe is like, I'm gonna smoke your house out so you can come out and play. But Spirit's saying, this is you coming out and playing. This is like, your shit's on, excuse my language, your stuff's on fire. And you've made this, you got it all coming into you, and now it's time to go out and play. But there is also the energy that says, make sure that the universe doesn't do this and pushes you out, or makes you sick so that you have to take time for yourself, because that's when exhaustion comes in, and that's when we can feel broken. And then you can't actually, like, make the appointments you need to make and do all the things that you need to do, because you're supposed to go have fun, but still keep your job intact. Things are, you've made the things, so things are making money, but I still think you need to make some phone calls, and you still need to be, a part of your life. So make sure that the universe doesn't crash you down. All right, Taurus. Well, this is pretty exciting. I hope that you take time for yourself. I hope you realize who you are, because you are beautiful and you've done a lot of really great things. And to the Tauruses who are getting started, well, there's a great future, because the mind of the Taurus seems to be very brilliant. I'm hearing that a lot, and I'm just getting chills right now. And a lot of the Tauruses that I have met, they do go into a very strict regiment of knowledge, or what they do it in a very wise, even track. There's opposite ends that can come in for the Taurus, like overindulging. But this isn't for that Taurus. This is a praise. This is saying, you've got it. You've done a lot of your work, and now it's time to go out and have some fun. So if you liked this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, because more will be coming. All right, sweet Taurus. Bye-bye. Namaste.